Okay, let me say something that does not get said enough in fitness circles. Training does not and will not grant you immunity from food excess and energy excess. See, the thing is I train hard. I actually lift heavy. I do cardio. I move weight most men my age won't even attempt or are afraid to attempt. And because of that, I made a very easy assumption to justify extra eating. I told myself my body would just use the extra energy. See, training doesn't grant you immunity from excess energy, especially when most people have no realistic way to know what their body actually needs on a day to day basis. And if I'm being honest with you, that assumption cost me. What did it cost me? It cost me 10, 15, 20, maybe 25 pounds of fat over the last 6 to 9 months. Here is the part that matters. I wasn't binging. I wasn't eating junk. I was eating clean and I was training. But weekends turned into wine and whiskey. I'm broadcasting from my whiskey tasting room here that also doubles as my studio. Off to the right here, I built a 422 bottle custom wine cellar for my house. And that those weekends that turned into wine and whiskey turned into more social time that turned into extra meals. And clean food became unlimited food. And that clean food was keto. I am and have been eating strict keto for a long time. Here's the thing is I wasn't out of control. I was getting too comfortable. And so what I'm going to do for January, I'm doing something intentionally simple. I'm doing dry January and I'm doing and participating in World Carnivore Month. I'm not doing this because alcohol is evil. It's not. I'm not doing this because most plants are poison. Some are. The ones I ate were not. But because simplicity restores discipline. See, for me, that means I'm going to eat lots of meat, red meat, chicken, seafood, lamb. I'm going to eat eggs. I'm going to have salt, and I'm going to drink lots and lots of water with my electrolyte mix. What else does that mean? That means no snacks. That means no keto workarounds, no keto bars, no throwing a little extra, blueberries or anything like that into my yogurt, right? That also means no guessing. I'm tracking everything this month. And here's the thing is I'm also going to be incorporating some fasting, mostly on training days because I prefer to lift heavy in a fasted state. I'm not doing this to suffer. I'm not doing this to self-flagellate. I'm not doing this to brag. But I'm doing this to reestablish my hunger signals and remind my body who is actually in charge. See, here's the lesson I want you to hear. Clean eating does not mean controlled eating, and training does not cancel excess. So, if you don't set boundaries, comfort will always take more than you planned for it to take, right? So, if you're watching this and feel something familiar, if you've been telling yourself you're fine because you train, I want you to stop and reevaluate. Reevaluate everything. I don't want you to reevaluate and use guilt. You know, you're not making excuses here, but I want you to reevaluate with honesty. Okay. Ask yourself where your discipline has drifted. Ask yourself what assumptions you've been making. I made the assumption that my extra hard training, that my body was just going to go ahead and use the extra energy I was consuming. Because listen, there really is no downside for a man to become physically strong, metabolically healthy, spiritually fortified, or disciplined. See, better health makes a better man, and better men take responsibility and they take it early. See, strength doesn't excuse drift, and boundaries do restore control. Go ahead and comment down below if you've had a similar situation. Let other men know that they too can reevaluate everything and reset and restore discipline. Thank you very much. Let's have a blessed 2026.